Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of Why Did I Lose? Number 4, I think. I can't lose count already. We're only at 4. Today's lesson is to not let the enemy carry free farm. That sounds very obvious, but sometimes it can still slip through in ways you don't expect. So let me set the stage. I am playing Tiny this game. Where am I? Here I am. I'm playing Tiny. I don't play too much Tiny, so I was a bit focused, tunnel visioned on playing Tiny. The lane started poorly, but then we recovered, and I was feeling pretty good, because I don't usually play Tiny, so things are going better than expected. I was part of 6 kills, and the thing is, when you're playing a new hero and you start to feel good because you're recovered from a bad start, you can lose track of thinking about the game as a whole, and that's when you might end up with an enemy carry that is free farming like the PA. Now, especially because they have a Magnus, what they've done is they put Veno top. I think this had a mix of parties in it, so I don't know if they communicated it, but they had a great team strategy. Props to them. Veno got placed top. PA and Morana laned bottom. Magnus started top, but then eventually rotated bottom. The game plan for them is that Veno buys time, Magnus empowers PA, and PA farms like crazy. And she out-carries everyone in this game. But of course, she's very weak at around this time, until she comes online, which is about when she finishes a BKB. Now, bottom lane didn't go terribly for us. Let's pull up the net worth. We can see that they're about even. Ideally, Ursa would be a little bit in the lead. He was actually, I think, but then she started to farm in the jungle with Empower, so she started to catch up. And I think Ursa is about to get a kill and get past her again anyways. But either way, they're about even, and at this point, the game is fine. The game plan should be, at this point, that since I'm doing well, I'm level 6. I'm slightly higher than she is. My combo can almost kill her. She's a very low HP hero. Me, plus 1 hero. Hey, look at that. A Void Spirit, a very mobile mid laner who provides a lot of burst damage. Look at that. 2 of us could very easily kill her. We're going to start playing from her perspective. And we'll do it on 2 times speed. You're going to notice that for about the next 10 minutes, she is extremely free to do whatever she wants. You can keep an eye on the minimap, you can watch her, it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to be talking. She's just going to free farm, and we don't really bother her. She participates in a couple fights, but it's because she chooses to. She either starts off by killing someone and then a fight breaks out, and then she chooses whether to stay or not, or her team fights and she decides, hey, I can get a kill here, I'm going to pop in. It's never us following her, and that is a big mistake. When you have someone like Tiny and Void Spirit, you should just force her to run around and not let her get to free farm. She has Empower. She's going to farm very quickly. You can't let that happen. But instead, what we did was we kept running top. And usually that's the right thing, In a lot of my videos, I tell you guys that. Go get the enemy safe lane tower, and then start to open up the map. But look at this game. There's a Veno up there. It's really hard to take that tower. Even if you kill Veno, which we were, it's got all his wards set up, and it's very hard to push. And if you look at our heroes, we're all terrible at taking towers. So we don't push that fast, particularly against Veno, but we kill people really well. We also would have stolen this stack very easily, right? Avalanche Toss, plus Void Spirit, he's got a bunch of AoE, Rubik's got a Bolt, he's got an AoE. If we had come up here to see that they were stacking, we would have gotten all their stuff. Because I should have known, Magnus does not contribute much to lane. What does Magnus support do? He likes to stack things and then empower the carry to go farm it all. That is literally what he does. And yet none of us ever walked in here to check. We kind of knew she was doing it, maybe they did, but I wasn't thinking about it because I was thinking, oh, we're getting kills, we're pressuring the enemy safe lane, that's what I'm supposed to do, right? And I forgot to think about this larger sense. Look, another stack for her. No one's bothered her. 3 minutes so far. She's going to do Ancients again. Blur lets her do this. It's a little annoying, but that's part of the hero. We could have come to steal this, and then it would have hurt Magnus, who spends all his time. His goal is to stack camps, and the fact that he doesn't contribute much is fine because you boost your carry way forward. If he spends all his time not doing much in the lane, and then we steal it, he's literally just helped us with his time. And you see here, she's getting involved in some kills, but it's by her own choice. She has come in to help with all this. Now they're going to kill Ursa. I recall rotating down here, and I didn't quite want to, but I did. And look, we're not we're not really getting anything. We got the position 5 Magnus, and we're losing 3 heroes, 2 cores, and a support. Not great. And now what's she gonna do? Gonna head right back to farming. She even gets the Royal Jelly. She's got Empower. She's feeling great. She's gonna build her Deso, and then she's gonna go into a BKB. And once she gets her BKB, we are in a rough spot. Because already, see, she's already now up to 1400. When we started this clip, she was at like 980 or something like that. That is very easily killable. Now at this point, she's still pretty easily killable. But if she gets a BKB, she gets much tankier, and she becomes immune to a lot of our damage. And at that point, we're going to be pretty much dead. You know? We can just keep watching her. Let's speed up a bit. Look at her, farming again. Ancients. Free to do it. None of us ever running here. Let's look at the minimap. Okay, look at the minimap, because otherwise you're going to get dizzy looking at this main screen. 3 of us top. Now 2 of us mid. You know, she decides to come in. It's like, oh, maybe I can do something. Nah, okay, I'll just go farm. She's choosing when to join in. She sees a chance to possibly get a kill. She jumps in. I don't even remember if she still gets this. I don't even know if she necessarily needs to help, but she's getting kills, so I don't think it's a big deal. She could just be farming, but you see how she's already starting to get strong? I still didn't fully realize it at this time that she was an issue. I felt like, oh, we're making space for Ursa, he's farming, and then he'll be online, right? But is he ever going to out-farm a Magnus PA? No, he's not. That means we need to run at PA. This doesn't just apply to this game, of course. If there's an enemy Alchemist, you gotta run at the Alchemist, don't let him farm. People like AM, Medusa, make them run around the map. If they're running around the map, they're not farming. The reason going to the safe lane is usually good is because you get that tower, and the enemy carry is there, and you're disrupting them. But this time, PA started out bottom. And so being top doesn't disrupt her at all. In fact, she wants that. And Veno wants to stay in the same spot, because he needs to set up his wards. We want them to swap. We want to go run at her bottom, make her head mid or top, and then she's like, okay, I'll run up here to go farm. I'm wasting time moving. Veno comes down to defend, and then we leave. And Veno's like, I don't really want to move again. I got to set up all my wards. And PA's like, I just ran up here, now I got to TP out, and then we TP after her. And she always has to be moving around, and Veno's not happy. But look at this. Like, we've got 4 people top. She just gets a free tower here. And I hate to admit it, she's going to get a second one. We literally just let her free farm long enough to get 2 towers down here. And what's happening? Like, we're barely getting top. Veno bought back and we're like, haha, he's tilted. He's literally doing his job. He bought back to defend tower and waste time. We're going to kill him again. Sure, like, look at this team fight. Haha, I bought back, guys. You're killing me. Ha, we're losing our tier 1 safe tower. And our PA's free farming, getting your tier 2 bottom. What the heck? You know? We tunnel visioned on being up here. At least I did, you know? But no one on my team was saying different, so I guess we all did it. Now we'll slow down here. This is about the end of the clip. This is when I started to realize... Okay, actually, we'll put in a clip here of this happening. Oh, man. Alright, can't meme that hard. Lord. I did not realize she's this big. Holy crap. 21. We may have an issue. Suddenly she's level 21. Which is a little absurd, because she was only like level 18 before that fight started. I think she must have been close to 18. But look at her net worth. And in fact, let's look at the graph. She started 10 minutes, that's where we began this, at 3.7. You know, Ursa is 200 ahead slightly. So essentially it's even. In that time, up to 20 minutes, she made it to 11k. That is roughly 700 GPM. I almost said GPM per minute. It's, she farmed almost 700 GPM. That is really good. And of course, it's not that surprising. She had a Magnus. And so if you let her free farm, that's what she's going to do. And we saw it. That is what she did. And I needed to not let that happen. I was a hero like Tiny. I have great burst. We're not good at taking towers. If we were good at taking towers, maybe we could do what we were doing, where we all run top, we take that tower, and we push it to the tier 2. We get that, because she's not ready to fight. We push it to tier 2, then we go to the other lanes, we get all those. That's what you can do if you're a fast tower taking team. But we're not. We're awful at it. We're good at killing people, though. And the most important hero to kill was PA. And we didn't do that. We were killing unimportant heroes. That's when kills don't matter. because you think you're doing well because you're getting kills. This is a classic. It's like, my KDA is great. Why did I lose the game? Because it didn't matter. The hero you needed to kill was not who you were killing. PA is what we needed, and we didn't. We just kept going for the Veno. We kept going for these supports, throwing ourselves at this tower while Veno wards poke us down and kill our wave, and it was an absolute waste of our time. And so, I deserved this loss. Now, I personally don't mind losing this game because I was working on Tiny. I was trying to practice him, and I did get some practice in. But that's the thing. If your goal is to win MMR, that's why I recommend only playing a couple heroes. Because if you're working on a new hero to add to your hero pool, you're going to focus on that hero and forget about the game as a whole, and you're going to struggle. You're going to lose these kind of games that, if I had been playing like someone I'm very familiar with, Treant Protector, I would have been thinking about this and realized, like, hey, I should be bothering that PA instead of, like, trying to figure out how to do my avalanche toss combo, you know? And I could have won this game. But I lost, and I got to practice Tiny. So for my hero pool is good, and as a player, like, I learned a lot. I got to make this video, you know? As a content creator, also great. But if you're just trying to win MMR, obviously, we lost this game because I wasn't thinking about what I needed to do. So I wanted to highlight that for you guys. If you play new heroes, don't feel too bad if you lose, so long as you're improving at your hero. But if you do want to win MMR, you need to look out for these kind of things and identify your key objective. That, like, PA is who we need to slow down. We go kill her. We get the lead going, and then maybe we can snowball that into a win. But instead, we wasted our time, let her farm, and so we lose. Thanks for watching.